So, I wanted to make a video. See, somebody I know that worked at my former employer quit the job months and months and months ago. And they said that she was still on the payroll. Now, I want to make this very clear. This person did not ask me to make this video. Please make that, I want to make that well understood. This person does not know I'm making this video and won't know I'm making this video until it's posted. But the thing is, this happened to me after I was fired. Now, about my firing, what I want to point out is this is what's interesting about my firing, and also the trolling on my channel that most likely came from this place. What's interesting is this. So, I get fired, and like 4 months later, when I try to apply for, welfare, because I had to get food, I couldn't because the company still had me on its payroll, just like this young lady that quit her job and was still on the payroll, and they're telling her everything has to be in writing. Now, when I was fired for insubordination, they didn't take me off the payroll, so I'm still on their payroll, and now this woman, she's not taken off their payroll after she quits, and they give her some bullshit excuse that everything has to be in writing. They try, and this is the thing, they try and push off their own inadequacy at handling their books, because their 990's all screwed up too, and I'm going to leave a link to that, the 990. And because they can't keep proper track of their records, they try to push it off on their clients with these surprise medical bills, and they try and push it off on their employees, saying, oh, well, you need everything in writing, blah, 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 blah. Look, you fired me. You goddamn well know I'm not on your payroll anymore, okay? So how was that? That was the same mistake, except I was fired. So why's that got to be in writing? That should be in writing on your side. Another thing was my firing. My insane boss comes down and, I will say her name. Her name's, no, you know what, I won't, because she's probably a little bit litigious, because, she rocks the 6-pointed star, if you know what I mean. But my point is this. The point is, this crazy lunatic comes down as I'm trying to leave, smacking my vehicle, smacking the front of my van, and smacking it very hard. And I had to tell her, I'm going to have to call the police on you if you don't stop attacking my vehicle. So I had to cut my wheel all the way to the right and go around her, and then apparently, from what I was told by a number of people that I still talk to, she told everyone that I work with that I tried to, quote, run her over. So let's put it this way. I allegedly, and this is the thing, every day I regret not calling the police on her. Every day. Because that would have settled this. So let's get this straight. So she alleged that I tried to run her over, but yet I was fired for insubordination, the police were never called, and I successfully got unemployment. They didn't challenge me on unemployment. Okay? So that's totally sensible. Okay? I get fired for insubordination, I get unemployment, wasn't challenged on it, and allegedly I tried to run her over, but she didn't call the police. That makes perfect sense. Okay, and the thing is, this is the same woman that threatened me, my boss, not the woman that I know, my boss, threatened me, reminding me over and over again that she had my mental health record. Now, the trolling on here, I was suspicious that it was somebody from that place. And I confronted a friend of mine that works there. He probably is no longer a friend at this point after the way I treated him. And I would apologize to him, except for the fact that I know he knows more than he's letting on. So the thing is, they start mentioning things about my job in the comments section. They start mentioning things about me in the comments section. Okay? And they start mentioning things about people I used to work with in the comments section of my videos. And then I told the one dude, the dude that's gaslighting the hell out of me, my friend, and the people on here are gaslighting the hell out of me, that I don't know who it is. So what's the person say the exact next day? I know you don't know who the hell I am and you can't prove it. Taken right from my conversation with this gentleman. A number of things I've said back and forth with this guy were repeated in the comments section of my videos, which tells me this person either knows that person, works with that person, and I know they were holding meetings at the point where I was making these videos to basically to how they would deal with my videos, okay? Because they can't deal with them. All I'm doing is telling the truth. And I'm going to leave links to various reviews of this company by various consumers and various former employees to show I'm not making this stuff up. The problem is nobody would believe that a place of business, let alone a mental health clinic, could act this way. That's the problem. Nobody believes this. That's how I became friends with that chick. Okay, the chick that quit her job a few months ago was because she was getting sexually harassed and sexually belittled at work and all sorts of problems. And nobody would believe that these things were happening unless they actually worked there, unless they witnessed it themselves, and unless they understood the level of nepotism, the way it works there. It's a series of nepotism and covering up of lies and all sorts of stuff. And it's a really nasty organization, an organization that nobody wants to work for, which is why they can't keep people to save their lives. It's not because I'm making videos. The reason they can't keep people is people actually work there and actually understand, and then they go tell people, no, you don't want to work there. You don't want to work there. So my point is that, and this is the other thing, they purposely riled me up, okay? And I have thoroughly apologized to my friend from Argentina. Purposely pissed me off, did everything they could. Now, I don't have proof that it's them, but I don't know who else it could be. But this is the kind of people they are. Purposely working to anger me up, to tell me lies about things, so that I get very angry. And they go, oh, well, you, like I said, they repeat things in my comment section from private conversations with me and somebody that works there, okay? And this is the thing, they insulted my ex-girlfriend, who I had to take care of after she had to be resuscitated 3 times, okay? Because she had a pulmonary embolism, and they're insulting me and her. They insulted this young lady in Argentina by trying to get me all riled up at her. And this is the thing. My friend, that's no longer my friend, and I respect the fact that she's not my friend because of how I behaved. It's unforgivable. But the fact of the matter is, this young lady, the one that I was friends with in Argentina, she has her own issues that were unfortunately probably exasperated greatly by the work of these people pretending to be her family member and her friends, working to get me angry. This organization threatened to use my mental health record against me while I worked there. My boss did. They alleged that I tried to run somebody over, which was not true. And then even more importantly, while I'm talking to my friend that works there, my so-called friend, might be my friend, might not be my friend, he stated that years and years and years and years ago, before I worked there, I was a client there, and they called the police on me because there was a disagreement with me and one of the African-American ladies that worked there because she didn't like some of the paraphernalia. I was living in a program that they ran. She didn't like some of the paraphernalia in my room that might have had some symbols that she didn't like. And I had to go. They were purposely not giving me my rent, which varied a little bit every month due to electric usage and things like that, because they were trying to kick me out. And they did kick me out eventually, which basically did lead to my homelessness. But the thing is, long story short, they tried to get him to tell the police that I tried to run him over. Okay? So this is the thing. There's all these threats and all these accusations and all these lies. No proof. Like I said, I was fired for insubordination because I went to human resources over harassment from the same gentleman that harassed the woman that quit a few months ago. He's enshrined. He's their little saint. But the fact of the matter is, this place does what it does, and this is why people don't want to work there. This is why they're going under, and they are going under. And this is the thing. They have a comment in their new employee handbook that they can find people's negative opinions online about them. That's the idea. People want you to find their negative reviews online. You don't understand that. We don't like you. We don't want you to exist anymore because of the harm that you do to your employees and your clients and the society. The county at large, you're a horrible organization that needs to not be in existence anymore. You help no one and hurt a lot of people. That's the bottom line. And I'm going to leave links to the various reviews in the description so people can see what a shit agency this is and the harm that it does to the greater community. And that's all for this video.